I think it is. Yep. It's just slow on my computer there. Good.
Can I lower this?
Yes, please do.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the Echo Screen with the special guest, Ashley, instead of Commodore, because Commodore...
Ding, ding.
Oh, come on. There's no sound? Is there seriously no sound? Sound is cutting in and out.
No.
Okay, it's good
This
now.
is my big moment.
Okay. We're running a little bit behind with the don't worry about that.
Oh,
Just
right.
drink your wine.
Don't worry about how it looks.
Yes.
Just talk.
Drink and talk.
Just drink.
That's
I
all
can
we do.
That.
Commodore's running late, and he better have darn good explanation for why.
He's probably having a fight with his girlfriend.
That's
usually why he's late.
Totally racist. But anyway, so I just grabbed my wife and told her to fill in with the video game talkie talk. So I would like to ask you, what do you think about the paradigm of independent gaming in today's modern console shift? Quantum.
I don't think you even know what paradigm means.
No, but I know it's spelled paradigm.
That's right, paradigm, which
That's
is how
right.
I thought it was pronounced until I was like in middle school, at least.
Good job.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your video gaming expertise.
I like watching you play video games.
Any in particular?
L.A. Noire, which
Because
you
it's-
never play.
I didn't finish it.
Well, no, and you haven't played in a long time?
I haven't.
I'm Mrs. Useless Shit. That's me.
That's what I call it all the time.
Yeah, because it has half the cast of Mad Men in it, so that's kind of fun.
That's true. Yeah, you're like the Olivia Munn of the Echo Screen. Now you need to like suggestively put things in your mouth because that's all she's good for.
Hey, she's a real actress.
Yeah, she was like on a show for a few weeks there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, hey, he sees a blank screen.
So yeah, if anyone...
Is that a problem?
Wow, you really are short. You're terrible.
No, that's Frozen.
Oh, okay,
I
you're
moved
fine.
it down.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
If you're having a blank screen, try refreshing the page. Like everything, if it's broken, just reset it and it'll be fine. So.
Yep.
Well, all right. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some breaking news. Well, not breaking news, really. But Commodore and I just went to PAX East up in Boston, sunny
right.
Boston, which you didn't come to.
No, I didn't.
Although, if you had come, you would have been doing what? Eating
I probably would have been shopping
and eating food.
in thrift stores. Love Boston's thrift stores.
Oh, hold on.
Is
Be
it-
there in just a minute. So I'm going to just vamp for a few more minutes.
Please do.
Anyway, thing I wanted to talk about most from PAX East was, well, maybe not most, but one of the things I was... Come on already. Jeez. Don't start without me.
Whoops.
Anyway,
My bad.
we'll just keep this our little secret. Anyway, the things I wanted to talk about, one of the things I wanted to talk about was I saw a documentary on German or designer board games. Really, it's kind of it's also known as German style board games, stuff like Settlers of Catan.
Because Germans are incredibly into board games.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's if you're into any sort of recent board games, you should know. I can see the comments fine there, Magi, whatever. So yeah, the Germans have really developed these kind of more intricate, strategic kind of board games. More since the 70s, it's become really big, and that's part of what this documentary went over. Is like the history of how these board games, how they got big, and how it's
Why
been
in the
coming over to
70s,
America.
though? Because that was sort of a counterculture era in America. But why? I mean, that seems like such a safe, wholesome thing to play board games. Like,
Yeah.
why was Germany...
You know, I think that was addressed, but I
Different.
kind of forget exactly why that just became like this cultural thing in Germany. Right around the late 70s, there was this thing called the, you know it is, because you know German somewhat. It's Game of the Year in German. whatever the award's
Oh,
called.
some
The Spiegel des Gurger.
Spiel das Jahre, Spiel something like
The
that.
Spiel des Gurger. Oh, I'm sorry. The document. Okay, so I'm getting to the documentary. The documentary is actually called, and I have it here. It's called Going Cardboard, a board game documentary. And what I was really impressed by was that it was created by a woman who's a mother, and she only got into.
Because women can't do anything.
I made that sound really bad.
Yeah, you did.
But
Appreciate it.
Hey, the point is, she was just like a mother who only got into board games through her husband, like about 4 years ago or something.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I know, right? And yeah, but you're not doing a documentary. And she was inspired.
No.
She saw like King of Kong at one point and was like, "Oh man, this is inspiring." And she also saw other. King of Kong is kind of a documentary, more of a documentary. But then you have what are somewhat termed geekymentaries. Like they're just so geeky that damn near no one really wants to see them except for true geeks. Jason Scott, who is somewhat well known in these circles, has done. Get Lamp, which is a documentary on text adventure games, computer games, and also the BBS. And that was like a 6-hour documentary. I can't remember what the name of that was off the top of my head. You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
That is incredibly long, though.
Geekymentaries. So she was inspired by that, and so she decided she just got a camera, like same kind of camera I have, which is not a very expensive. I mean, it's like a consumer-ish level camera, maybe. You know, it's like a Sony.
Doesn't mean you can't make a good documentary.
No, and that's what's exciting about it. Is that she just took her camera. She went out to, she went and traveled around, went to conventions and all this other stuff. Visited the designers, board game designers, and so forth, and interviewed them, as well as collectors and fans and up and coming designers, and really like Klaus Tauber, who made Settlers of Catan, and also the head of Rio Grande Games.
Was there any exposition on how she accomplished this?
She just went out and did it. She just filmed them.
Amazing.
She like dozens of interviews and compiled it really well. There's even a nice little storyline somewhat in the back about this up and coming developer and his kind of trials and tribulations. My point, thank you, Spiel des Jahres.
Close.
Something like that. Booty Bomb Squad. No, BBS, Bulletin Board System.
What?
It's an early.
Oh,
it's
BBS.
It's like an early precursor to the internet, not precursor, it's like the early internet where people just posted.
Oh my God.
Regardless, my point through the whole thing was that I was very impressive. I was very impressed by it. Like I said, it's called Going Cardboard. And if you go to boardgamemovie.com, which is, I'm amazed that was even available, that URL. But if you go there and read it, or you can go there and you can see some trailers and some more information. And the movie's available now. She just completed it a few months ago. I saw it at Commodore and I saw it screened at PAX East. And I wouldn't be surprised if she went to a few more other conventions around the country to show it off. Because, I mean, it's not like... who's the guy that does the documentaries?
Morgan.
No, the guy that doesn't suck. Ken Burns. It's not like she was Ken Burns or anything, but I was very impressed with what she did, and I find her inspiring, too. BoardGameMovie.com. Let's see if I can actually linkify that for you guys. Pachow, right there. Werner Herzog?
Yeah.
That sounds
Werner.
Volkswagen.
Ja.
Ja.
Bitte.
And stuff. Anyway, and her name was Lorian Green. So yeah, go there. You can, I mean, if you can watch the trailer, if it seems like something you're interested in, you can pick it up. I think it's like $25 to get the DVD, which sounds like a lot, but the DVD includes a small board game in it that was specifically designed just to go with the movie.
A small.
Like a board game in the DVD case.
Well,
I was going to buy one myself when I was there, but she ran out. She sold them all at the screening. She only brought like half a dozen, but still.
I bet. Yeah.
There's a few hundred people there watching.
If the documentary is that compelling.
I liked it. I mean, if you're at all interested in German designer board games.
Is it? I assume it's all in German.
What do you mean?
Because she's German.
No, she's not German.
I thought she was German.
No. She's from like Minnesota or something.
Oh, but she's interviewing German folks.
A few of them are. I only say that I see you, or someone interrupted me. I think someone in the chat interrupted me. Darn it. It's like a coffee table book.
I thought we started talking Spiel des Jahres, and
well, that's where I was starting. Okay, so if you're not aware,
I've been drinking all evening.
Oh, Germans, blah. If you're not aware, designer or German style
so
board
I
games.
drink. My bad.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It started being really popular in the late 70s in Germany. It's only more recently come over across the pond, so to speak, as the Germans say. The Spiegenpande.
Yeah.
And become more popular over here. And actually only more recently have some Americans really started designing some winners of the Spiel des Jahres. Ja.
Yes.
Like Dominion, which I think won back in 2009. Which, if you're at all aware of Dominion and the whole deck building type game. I think that was
Commodore?
No, that was an email.
Oh.
No. He's still being slow, so that's his fault.
His ship is coming into the harbor.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Anyway. So what's new with you? Any news?
Not that anybody is watching this would care about.
Nothing's quasi-geek related?
No, I'm really digging Sherlock Holmes right about now, but that's about as close as I can get.
Oh, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Moriarty.
that's not very topical. That's not very
No, but we can talk about Sherlock, the BBC thing. I mean,
yeah.
there's no real news with that, except that they're doing a third season.
In 2013, though, yeah?
No, I think it's late this year.
Can anybody clarify that? I think it's 2013.
Yeah, we're talking about the BBC series, which is
Yes.
incredible if you have not seen it.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Which is the most British name I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
Um,
He's who I envision when I'm reading all the stories, though, and he's really clearly perfectly casted for that. It's like the Sherlock Holmes in the original stories is really quite a lot like the one in the BBC series. And
which makes sense.
Well, of course it does.
I mean, except it's modern.
The creators of the series,
yeah, so
Excuse me?
I was going to say, you should probably explain what, Sherlock for the BBC is.
It's a modern day adaptation.
So, like the Onion Knight didn't know there was a BBC Sherlock, so explain it for the people while I putz around.
Yeah. Well, the BBC series is a modern day adaptation of Sherlock Holmes, starring Benedict Cumberbatch. That's the fellow I was talking about earlier, and also Martin
Freeman.
Martin Freeman
from The Office,
was from the British version of The Office,
among other things.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Love Actually. A whole bunch of things.
A lot of things.
Yeah,
He's kind of hot right now.
He's
going to be in The Hobbit as Bilbo.
He's going to be Bilbo Baggins.
Cumberbatch. And
yes, Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be Smaug, the dragon. Anyway,
apparently season 3 is going to be in 2013. But
told you, yes,
makes
2013. I know, but I had never read the Sherlock Holmes adventures before seeing the series, and I, for some reason, resisted watching it because Rue, whatever
doesn't matter.
His name is.
It's not like I'm a secret spy or anything.
Yeah, so my husband had watched them first and sort of drugged me into.
Sorry.
No, I don't have
your interesting name. Internet name is Woman.
I'm fine with that. So it's a really great series. I definitely recommend watching it. It's very clever, and also, what is it called? The Bohemia? Something Bohemia. Scandal in Bohemia?
Oh, Scandal in Bohemia? No.
Belgravia?
Belgravia, something like that.
Yeah, anyway.
Regardless.
So there's a very lovely woman in that for all the guys.